Yeah, it's been really good. It's been a good week of training. We've been away to the national team for a while, so it's always like resettling and getting the group back together. But ever since I came back, it was like straight to the next game, so it's been really nice to be back.
Well, how was the international break for you? So you got yourself on the score sheet, so it must be good to bring that back here as well.
Yeah, it was a really good break, and we had two really good games. We played well as a team, and I ended up scoring one goal as well. So it was a really good break. It was a bit different with the circumstances, but it was nice to be back with the Dutch girls for a while as well. But now I'm really happy to be here and to have the game on Sunday.
Loads more Dutch players as well coming into the Women's Super League, isn't it? So you've got to start sort of building up that rivalry in England now, don't you?
I know, it's very nice to see all the girls coming over here. It says something about the league as well, about the development that's been going on over here. And even at the national team when we're there, there's a lot of talks about girls wanting to come to England. So I think that only says something about the level of quality that we have over here now.
Absolutely, and it's been a couple of weeks now since the last game, and how do you reflect on the last couple of results that we've had going into this really important stretch in the Women's Super League now?
Yeah, it's been a couple of rough weeks. We lost some games that we shouldn't have lost. So I think that the national team break came at a good time for us to kind of just resettle, regroup, and find our way back to winning ways. And I think sometimes that happens in football. You just have to get on with it and move on to the next thing, and that's what we're trying to do.
And it is a really important stage now in the season, isn't it? Really coming near to the end as well. But how important is it to focus just on one game at a time and try and keep picking up those points every game?
I think that's the most important thing, because to be fair, it's always the Sunday that counts. So it doesn't matter who it is or what kind of points you need at the end of the season, because it's just always the Sunday that counts. And I think that's the way we're looking at it right now as well. We start the week off thinking about Sunday, and that's the only thing we do. And then after Sunday, we'll look further ahead.
I know there's still a couple of games to go, but looking back on where we were last season, how much do you think this team has progressed, especially having the challenges of so many injuries as well this season, but still really being right up there with the top teams?
Yeah, I think it's very impressive. I was talking about this with my family last week. It's been going so fast. The build-up of this club has been going so impressively fast, to be fair. And to see how we deal with situations now compared to last season is so much better. We know better how to deal with setbacks as well. Like all the injuries we've had. We had so many injuries this season, but we've always managed to find a way, and that is only a compliment to the squad. And I mean, everyone here works so hard, and I think that shows on Sundays.
Is it exciting as well seeing the progression with the teams and how competitive it is this season, and hopefully looking forward to next season and how competitive that one's going to be as well? And it just seems to be getting more and more in that direction.
Yeah, that's the most fun thing about this league for me, is that every weekend is a good game, and everyone can catch points from everyone. Which makes it always very exciting to be on the pitch on a Sunday. And I think it's a good sign that we've developed so much and been able to catch up on the top teams, because that only means that the development over the next couple of years will make the league even more interesting.
Well, a tough game on Sunday in Aston Villa. How do you see them approaching this game?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think they're a tough team to break. They're very strong in the first half normally. So I think for us it's all about being patient and find a way to break their lines, basically. But it's going to be a tough game to come back to. But it's very exciting. It's at home, so I'm really excited to be back at Lee.
We won the reverse fixture 2-0. I mean, you were playing in it, so you know better than me. But how difficult was it to break them down? Because we had so many shots, but the scoreline suggested it was only 2-0, wasn't it? It could have been much more.
Yeah, it could have been a much more game, but sometimes it's really hard to break these teams down. They've obviously got a decent game plan that's working for them quite well. Even last week against Arsenal, I believe they kept it clean quite for a long time. So it's really, for me, it's really about patience and not forcing it when we don't have to. be patient and just get a win. I mean, 1-0, 2-0, I don't really mind.
Not bothered about the scoreline. Really in a good position at the moment in the league. I know, every game you sort of look at and you take it each game as it comes, but does it fill you with confidence going into this last stretch of the season that you are in a good position and you are cementing that position as well? Yeah,
obviously. I think that is the main thing that's changed from last season, is that it feels more comfortable to be higher up in the league. It feels more like a place that we belong, especially because we actually did quite well last season in that as well. So it just feels more comfortable this year, and it feels like a place that we are really fighting for and that we can really compete for. So I think every game is so important right now. We have so many games to show what we can do for this season, and then hopefully it shows at the end.
And personally for you as well, how have you been finding your performance and your form? How are you feeling playing on the pitch?
Yeah, I'm feeling really well, to be fair. I had quite a good season up till now, and just really happy to contribute on Sundays and to be playing football, to be fair.